Yes, you're most welcome to this video. I'm Mobilo Lawrence and I'm welcoming you to this video. I'm very happy that you're actually here today and I congratulate you upon reaching this far. So in our previous video, we dissected the head section. We actually looked at the tags that are in the head section and how to write them. So in this video, we are going to dive into the body section, understand what it does, what is supposed to be written there, and basically how to write it there. That is basically all we need to know. All right, let's start. Before I dive into the head section or the body section, I would like to teach you one tag that is actually very important and what it does. That is commenting in HTML. All right, what does commenting mean, and basically what does it help? You see, often we write code. Maybe I can write a web code. I can write a code for an application, maybe. But you're not the person who will manage this website or who will manage that application for eternity. You understand? So it is actually good that whenever you write your code, you make it easy for the people who will come after you to understand it. And basically, how do we do that? We do that by commenting. So that is basically the use of commenting, to detail, to explain your code, such that whoever will debug it, such that whoever will read your code, or whoever will want maybe to administer your code, maybe later is finds it easier to understand what each code does and what they're looking for is. So how do we comment in HTML? You should note different programming languages have different ways of commenting, but this is how we comment in HTML. To comment in HTML, you simply open your tag, put an exclamation mark, then I want you to put some hyphens, but two of them, two hyphens, 1, 2, and Visual Studio Code will close for you the tag, will complete for you the tag. But realize that what we write in comments is not even displayed in our browsers. It is not, but rather helps us to explain our code. Maybe I can say this is the head section, and in this section I have written meta tags, and in this section I have written meta tags that describe technical information, that describe technical information about my page. Okay, as simple as that. So that is my comment. It can even be a multi-line comment. What do I mean? You can write comments that take different lines. For example, that one is there. I can come and break again here. You see, it takes 3 lines, but it is a multi-line comment, such that whenever everyone will be reading this code and comes across this comment, they will know that this is the head section, and this section I have written meta tags that describe technical information about my page. You can go ahead to comment on your body section. You can say, open exclamation mark, 2 hyphens. You say this, okay, this is the body section that contains everything that I want to be displayed in my browser. Like that. So that is basically how we comment. I thought I should introduce that before I dive into writing code, because you see, it is very important whenever we write code and comment into our code. It helps so much because it will guide our people in maybe the people who will come after us. All right, let us go into the body section. Last time we wrote in our last video, we wrote some of the tags. For example, we wrote the marquee, we wrote the p, and we saw what they do. When I come and display my page, see what it does. Today is Sunday, what. So now let us remove all that and go back into the scratch. Go back to the scratch. All right. For the start, I'll discuss what we call the head or headings. However, one thing you should note is in the body section is where we write whatever we want to appear in our or on our page. You want a paragraph, you want an image, you want a video, you want an audio, you want maybe you want a div, you want any other thing, you want a form. We write all that in our body section, not in the head section. All right, maybe I'll start with a header. Yes, I'll start with a header. And if you have dealt with Microsoft Office Word, we know what a header is. Something that comes on the very top. Yeah, maybe something that comes on the very top, but maybe we can put links of the different pages on our header. We can put our page title, we can put our logo, and we can put our tagline, maybe if it is the school motto, something like that. So what do we do? Its tag is simply the header tag. You just write header like that, and when you close, Visual Studio Code will close for you or terminate for you that tag. I told you how do we terminate a tag. We write the same tag name as though we are opening, but then we put a forward slash before the tag name. So whatever you want to appear in your header must actually happen in between the opening and the closing tags of the header. All right. So maybe I'll do some styling. Yeah, I'll do some styling, but we shall discuss it later when we start writing CSS or when we dive into CSS. Maybe I'll come and say the header style. I want a background color. Yeah, I want a background color of maybe black. No. I want a background color, and my background color should be maybe black. Yeah, black. I'll give it a height. Yeah, I say height. Let my height be maybe let my height be 20 pixels. 20 pixels. We shall continue understanding this. We shall say maybe I want the display. I want the display to be a block. Yeah, and I'll save. Okay, let us see what it has done. When I try to refresh, you see what it has done. It has brought something on top of our maybe our page. We shall continue seeing how we can format. For example, we can do away with the margins, we can do away with quite a number of things, but then we shall come back and maybe say I want to have the heading here. I want to have the heading. Even before maybe, let me first take you through the headings. In HTML we have headings. A header and a heading are very different. A header and a heading are totally different. Header, you have seen what it does. You're going to see what the headings do. Headings are the real headings that we write. Our headings are represented not with the header or the heading tag, but rather are represented with H, the tag H. But this H tag runs from H1 to H6, and as you go down the list, the size reduces, or the size reduces of the heading. Let us try to understand it. Let me write heading 1. Yes, I want heading 1. I say first heading. Okay. Okay, I'll say okay. Let me just put it here. First heading. Yeah, my first heading. Then I'll just copy this. I'll just copy. Okay. Come and open heading 2. My heading 2. I say second heading. Second heading. Yeah, I'll say heading 3. I'll say heading 3. Third heading. Yeah, go ahead and do heading 4, heading 5. Now I'll stop at heading 4. It will bring out what I want, but in your activity, as an activity, you can try to write all the 6. They stop at 6, and this is what they'll do. After Ctrl S, you try to view them here. It has refreshed already. I think this is what they do. You see that first heading is quite bigger. Second heading reduces size. Third heading reduces, and fourth heading reduces. So you try out for heading 5 and heading 6, and you'll see what this will have. So that is the concept of heading. We basically represent them using heading. We basically represent them using H1, H2, H3, H4, depending on the size that you want. However, this may not be very important later in our next videos when we learn how to customize the font size, we learn how to customize the font family, when we learn how to customize the maybe color, etc. We shall learn when we start embedding the advanced CSS into our documents. So in the header, you may want maybe to insert your heading, and you come and say maybe heading 1. Yeah, heading 1. Heading 1, you say maybe I want it to be Lorry Computer Center, like that. Okay, so let me save. I try to refresh. You see it is inside there, but it is black. That is why it is not going to be displayed. And another thing, you realize that it is outside the header. Why? Because we set a fixed value for our height. So we shall discuss this, but maybe for your information, whenever you want to, maybe whenever you're inserting an object, like maybe a div, maybe you're inserting a shape, or maybe you're inserting a header or a footer whose contents you're not very sure of, it is better you just set the height to be auto. Yes, you can set a fixed width, but it is better. For example, you can come and set a width of, maybe you say width, you can set it as 100%. It's okay, 100%. That one is very okay, because width is okay, it can be fixed. But then for height, it is better you set it to be automatic. You set an automatic height. Why? Because this will help us to do away with things like having our heading outside the header, just as it was in our previous video. It will save us of that burden. So you see now, after refreshing, it is very okay, and it is all inside the header. Now, how do you change? Because it is already black, my header color is black, and now even my text is black by default. So how do you change? You can still put a style attribute here. You say header style, then you can say maybe color. Yeah, you can say color. Yeah, you can say color. You say maybe I want it to be white. So maybe I want it to be white, like that. As simple as that. And when you come back here, you try to see this, it will have changed into a white text on actually a black background. So now that is that. Now how do you center? Maybe how do you center, because it is left aligned. So if you want to center, the easiest method I can ever teach you of centering is using the center tag. You just say center, like that, center, and it will be closed for you. Then you put what we want in the middle. Yeah, you just say center. Yeah, center, like that. Though it is not very standard lately, it is not very standard, but you can use that for the start. But when we dive into advanced CSS, we shall look at how to text align just using CSS without necessarily putting the center tag. All right, so that is basically what we have. What are we looking at? We are basically looking at some of the tags that are supposed to be put inside the body section and how you write them. That is basically what we are looking at. So far, how many tags have we seen? We have seen the header, we have seen the headings, heading 1 to heading 4, which we have said run up to heading 6. We have seen how to center using the center tag, though it is a bit old fashioned, but you can use it using the center tag. Yeah, we have seen how to embed some little CSS, though it may not be very important understanding it now. Then still inside the header, there is one thing I should mention. It is called nesting. You see, nesting is actually putting a tag inside another tag. In HTML, we have what we call parent and children tags. And this is what we mean. A parent tag, for example, you see the body. This is the body here. Now this body becomes a parent of all these tags inside it. And actually, that method of putting a tag inside another tag is what we call nesting. Yeah, so you're saying that all the things that we want to appear inside our header must be nested inside the header tag. That is basically what we mean here. That's why I've mentioned nesting. That I want my heading to appear inside the header. That is why when I opened the header, I'm closing it after writing everything to do with the heading tag. So that is the same thing that will happen if you want a paragraph. Maybe you want to write a tagline, but still I want the tagline to also be centered. I can simply come here. Yeah, I have that. Maybe I can simply come here, then I put that in the middle like that. Then I say I want my paragraph also. Now I want a paragraph here. Yeah, you say paragraph, and you say where. Okay, paragraph. Now I want to take you through some other thing that we call italicizing. Just as you italicize, making words a bit slant. That is in Microsoft Office Word. How do we italicize in HTML? We use this. We use two types of tags. We can use just I for italicizing, and you say maybe where. Okay. It is supposed to be written in the middle. You see, this is the concept of nesting. That at first I have a paragraph. Then I want what is appearing inside the paragraph to be italicized. That is why I'm nesting the italicized tag inside the paragraph tag. So you say where maybe where innovation meets creativity. As simple as that. You save. Then you can come and give it the same style. You say maybe my color, I want the paragraph style to also be white. Why? Because I'm putting it on a black background, so it is better you change its color. You say I want it to be white. Then I do that. I try to, you see how it has come, where innovation meets creativity. And that is basically what we have. I've put the tagline here, and now I put the motto here, or the tagline, and then I have the heading here. So that is basically what we have. So far we have added the paragraph tag, we have added the italicized tag. I may want to bold my heading. How do I bold? I simply bold by putting it inside the B tag. I can say I want the whole of this heading to be bold. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to nest the heading into the bolding tag. Then I put it inside there. I try to save, and you see I'll refresh, realize that it is bold. But now because it is a heading, it already came with the bolding. Another method of writing another method of italicizing is using the emphasize. Emphasize, it is written as em. Instead of I, you can write em like that. Just say em. You put your word inside there, where innovation meets creativity, like that. Simply copy, and you paste here. You should remove this because it is not very important. Yeah, you save. Try to see what it does. I think it has done the same. Okay, maybe some people may be saying no, you are deceiving. You have done it already and you have not autofilled. Let me just remove this, mix creativity, and we see that things are working. And I leave where innovation. If I try to autofill, you're seeing how it has changed. So em and I all do the same, and what do? They simply italicize. So those are the tags that we have seen. Another method of bolding can be using the strong tag. You can come and say I want this to be paragraph. I can even put it outside the header. Okay, maybe let me just put it outside the header. Come here and I say okay, I come and say this is my paragraph, like that. Then inside this paragraph I nest the strong tag. You simply say strong, like that, and the Visual Studio Code will close it for you. However, this is a bit long compared to the B for bolding, yet they all do the same, but this is a bit long. Then you can say this is my first heading. Okay, this is my first heading. Yeah, this is my first heading in this web page. Maybe something like that, just a placeholder. And you see, when you try to display what you have written, it has come, but it is bold. You can, if you can see that, it is bold. Let us write some other example of a paragraph that is not bold. Okay, let me just copy that. The same line, and I paste it here. Okay, I have that. And let me just eliminate this strong, such that I can clearly show you the difference between the two. Let me just remove this strong tag. Okay, and I save. So if I try to do that, you see the difference. They are the same. They are actually the same lines, but they have different styling. One is stronger than the other. So that is the bold and the stronger tags. Then some other thing that we can look at. Maybe we have looked at the commenting. We have looked at the paragraph. Now, how do you put a break between? I can have things of the same paragraph. Maybe I have this. This is paragraph 1, and this is another paragraph. This is the same paragraph. You see, these two are on the same paragraph. If I try to display for you what I'm doing, it is actually now the same paragraph. But now I may want to send this one on a new line without necessarily using a new tag. Maybe closing a paragraph and opening another paragraph. How will I do that? I'll simply use the break. I'll put a break like that. Now, break is one of the special tags that don't necessarily need to be opened and closed. Not really. When you come to the break, you simply open a tag and write BR for break. You don't need to close it. And whatever comes after it will be automatically sent to the next line. And this is what we mean. You see, this is my first paragraph. It is pushed to the next line, not a paragraph, but just pushed to the next line. It is equivalent to actually just maybe pressing enter. Yeah, although pressing enter in Word creates a new paragraph, but you see, that is basically what it is. This is my heading, and that is basically how we do it. That is how we break. When you go into different programming languages, maybe if you try C, then I think the breaking will be a bit different. You'll use something like N, yeah, some kind of. So it is just learning how to write a language. You see, programming is like the way we learned English in schools, the way you go and learn Kiswahili, the way you go and learn French, the way you learn Chinese. It becomes a language that you should learn how to speak. So here I am exhausting a few tags. But I may not even necessarily complete all of them. I may not. But you understand how I've written this, and that will give you an insight of actually writing the other tags. Where are you going to get these tags? You can simply go to Google and type HTML tags list. They'll display for you. If you visit good websites, they'll display for you the tags and actually show you their description and maybe how they are written. And that is the very best thing that you can ever get. Try out very many tags, try out many tags, how to write them, and get challenged. Because we learn in computing, we learn through experience. Whenever you get a challenge, you solve it. That is basically how you learn. Alright, see you in our next video as we're going to dive into divs. We shall dive into things like how to insert images. Maybe one thing I can't fail to mention again is the marquee. Yes, I know people like marquee so much, especially the young children. And if you ever find any area where I want to teach, marquee is one of the things that are actually very good. How do you write it? It is marquee, as simple as that, marquee with double E. You should note the spelling, because whenever you write a wrong spelling, trust me, your tag will never work the way you want it. So you come and paste what you have here. Yeah, when I come back to my browser, it will be displayed like that. So that is basically how this thing works. And you see, because we set our header to have an automatic height, that is why whenever we make any changes and it needs to adjust its height, it adjusts it automatically without us necessarily engaging into the adjustment of the height. All right, thank you for studying today. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and comment. Share the links for the channel and for the videos with your friends, because all together we can bridge the digital divide. One thing I won't forget to do today, I've shared the links to downloading Visual Studio Code and Notepad++ in this video. I'm going to share it in the description, the YouTube description of this very video, such that our colleagues who may have missed downloading it in the previous videos can download them again. All right, thank you. See you in the next video.